So we have different reports that we do when we're working with homeowners who are looking to sell their home in the next 3 to 6 months and they want to get top dollars for their home. This is our central information page, and this page provides you with all kinds of information, whether you're selling or you're buying. And some of these reports are very essential. So if you're thinking of selling in the next 3 to 6 months and you start on our 12-step program, we would send you some of these reports, right? So it depends upon the sequence that you're in. So some of this information, it includes what's your home worth. So every so many weeks, we're going to send you a market analysis of what your home is worth, what your home is worth, what your market is doing, and what's the market absorption rate in the market at the time, at the moment. And what that means, what's a market absorption rate? That means how long is it taking for, when a home comes up in your neighborhood for sale, how long is it taking for them to get an offer on the property? And from the time they get the offer on the property, how long is it taking to sell? That gives us somewhat of an absorption rate. So we're able to we're then able to let you know what your home would sell for and what would be the average days on the market. So you could kind of time it out, especially if you're thinking of selling then buying, and also what kind of money you'd be looking of, you'll be thinking of getting. So when we do this analysis, we kind of see what if the prices are going on an incline, if they're declining, or if they're leveling off, right? So that's all the information we take into play. But some of the support that you could get, you could even come on the website and get it yourself, or you could do our 12-step program, which is a little bit more advanced. But some of the reports you could get for free on our website is what's your home worth, avoid these mistakes, how to sell for more, prices in your area, pass your inspection. We go into steps into how to pass your inspection, divorce and your home, how does divorce affect your home if you're selling it, 27 seller tips, we're going to for sale by owners, your house didn't sell, when will it sell, empty in the nest, avoid legal mistakes. These are some of the reports. I'm just reading off the topics. Getting the best price, getting your price, pets and moving, kids and moving, right? So all these things are just a part of the things we cover. But in our 12-step program, we send you the various reports as we go through the program. We also go out and we walk through the home with you. And what are we looking for? We're looking to see if it needs any repairs or any sprucing up, or how to neutralize it as you get closer to your sale date, right? Because we want to have it as neutral as possible. Because when you're selling your home, you are trying to get the buyer to see the home in their eyes, not in yours, right? So if you painted an orange wall because you like orange, and I'm saying that because I do like orange, if you painted an orange wall because you like orange, a buyer might appreciate that color. And unless you neutralize it, they won't be able to get past that, right? Because in your mind, you're like, well, if they want to change the color, just paint it. And in their mind, they're thinking, yuck, orange, who does that, right? So these are some of the stuff that we take into consideration as we go through our 12-step program. So each week or bi-weekly, we send you a report or we send you information as to what we're doing or what you should be doing to get yourself closer to putting your home on the market. So that at the end of 12 weeks, when it's time for us to put them out on the market, it's all ready. We'd have already done our walkthrough. We would have already done our pre-inspection if we feel we need to do a pre-inspection. What's a pre-inspection? A pre-inspection is where we're going out, and if we see some red flags, then we're going to advise you to do a pre-inspection. So you'd get a home inspection to inspect your home prior to putting it on the market, right? Same thing with an appraisal. We might want to do an appraisal. Why? Because maybe you have an unusual home for the neighborhood, or maybe you're thinking you should be getting more than what we're telling you or what the market is dictating. So the only way to solve that is to get an appraisal done. So we might do that. We might also go into staging. What's that? Well, based upon how your home is configured, if it's empty, if it's not empty, we might be able to stage it a certain way. And the biggest thing to stage right now is an home office or a virtual room, right? So maybe a room or a den or a special area where people could see themselves working from home, or they could see their children working, doing their schoolwork or doing schooling from home. So that's one of the biggest things you want to stage in the culture, in the economy that we're in right now, the COVID economy, right? So we might stage out the home as well. Also, we want to see how does your home compare to other homes, and if the neighborhood you're selling in will you be competing with new construction? Are there new construction homes in the neighborhood? And if that's so, we want to go over to find out from the builder what the homes are selling for, what's their absorption rate as well, and also how does the new construction home compare with your home, Even if your home is 1 or 2 years old, we need to find that out because we want to know what the competition is. So we have time to figure out the competition on where we need to place your home or how we need to get your home situated so that you won't be competing too much when we put the home on the market, right? Another thing we go through with you is your time frame, your timeline as we go through our 12 steps. And also if you're looking to sell and then buy. So the absorption rate comes into play really big when we're thinking about this, right? Are we going to sell first, buy first? What are we doing? Also, what about if your home need repairs? What about if your home need repairs, but all your equity is tied up in the home? So you really can't do the repairs because all the money you're going to make is tied up in the home. We have a program for that as well. We have a program that will allow you to get the home repaired if it needs repaired and put it on the market for top dollars. And at the closing table, you could pay for those repairs from the equity that's in the home. So we do have a program completely for that. Also, if you're downsizing, the same thing. We have a program that works for that as well. So we have programs. So here are some of the problems that happen when you're selling your home. The home need repairs, but all the money is tied up in the home, right? That's a problem. You want to sell your home and buy another home, but all the money you have is tied up in the home you're selling, and nobody's gonna want to take an offer from you if the offer is contingent upon you selling your home first. That's a problem, but we solve that problem as well. Or you're thinking of selling, you want to upsize or you want to downsize, but you can't find a home that you want to move to when you sell yours. You haven't found a home yet. We help you with that as well. Or you're selling your home, but you want to buy a new construction home, but the new construction home won't be ready until the next 6 or 7 months, and you don't want to wait 6 or 7 months because you want to sell your home now. So all these problems, if you can call them that, we have a solution for all of them, and that's what we do during our 12-step program. So if you want to get started with our 12-step program, you could call 1-866-935-1783 and do extension 2300. Or you could come on this website, which is centralfloridarealestate.info, and click on any of these reports that you'd like to get sent to you. And once you click on the report and you fill your information in, you just let us know that you're thinking of selling in the next 3 months or 6 months, right? When you call the 800 number, the 866 number, it's going to ask you if you want report 1 or report 2. It will ask you that. It will also explain to you that report 1 is if you're selling in the next 3 months, and report 2 is if you're selling in the next 6 months. So we will know how to situate you so we're able to assist you all the way through until your home goes on the market. And this is at no obligation, guys. So it's not like we're trying to train you to list with us, even though that'd be great. But we do this as a complimentary service. So it's of no consequence at all to you. We just providing you this information. Also, this website, centralfloridarealestate.info, has a wealth of information on it, all provided for free. All provided for free. So it helps you if you're buying or selling. Today we're talking about sellers mostly, but if you're thinking of selling, it helps you to get your home on the right track for sale. And if you enter our 12-step program, if you're thinking of selling 3 to 6 months from now, that will even help. Now, what if you're thinking of selling today? Well, yes, Sandy, that's all fine and good, but we're thinking of selling like now. We have a program for that too. We can get your home sold exactly now because guess what we have? We have a lot of buyers in waiting, including investors and including ourselves, that will buy your home so you're able to move on to the next home. So if it's a situation where maybe your home is on the market and it's not selling, or you're thinking of selling your home but you don't want too much traffic through your home, you're scared of COVID, you would sell if you have a buyer, but if you don't have a buyer, you don't want to sell, we have a solution for all that as well. We have quite a few buyers in waiting because the market, as you know, is very hot right now, and we have more buyers than there is houses to sell. So what do we do with that? Well, typically what we do, if we know there's a seller looking to sell, we will go on our database with our buyers in waiting, and we will find out if we have any buyer that matches that particular home that the seller is thinking of selling. If we identify a buyer, we will let the seller know, hey, we think we have a buyer that might be interested in buying your home, and we make the arrangement for the buyer to come out and take a look. If the buyer come out and take a look and they don't like the home, then they don't like the home. But if they come out and take a look and they like the home, then we try to figure out time frame. Because sometimes the sellers may be 3 months out and the buyer may also be 3 months out. You know, they might be thinking of selling or buying, but they're not quite ready. Or they might be ready to do it right now, right away. In any situation, we facilitate that whole process, and we make sure both persons are happy. So our buyers in waiting is a great program that we offer. That a lot of times, sometimes when people are coming to us to looking to sell in their home, the home gets pre-sold before it even hits the market, which is like the best situation, because then the seller don't have to worry about all these people tracking through their house and all these different things, and they have to always have the house in show ready condition because these appointments are coming in, right? And all of our buyers in waiting do buy home at the market value, right? So whatever that market value is, we do a comparable market analysis. We do a neighborhood analysis as well to figure out what would be the best price for your home, and whatever that price is, that's the price that's presented to that buyer. So nobody feels cheated. So I'm going to invite you, if you're thinking of selling, whether it be now, in the next 3 to 6 months, or even further down the line, do come and visit our website here, Central Florida Real Estate.info, and start it rolling, or give us a call, 1-866-935-1783, extension 2300. Give us a call, and we will, when you call us, there's a 24-hour hotline. So there'll be no human being on this phone number. Once you call 1-866-935-1783, you punch in extension 2300, you're going to get a recording, and it's going to tell you to leave your name and your address, and we will mail you out the report. And once during that recording, it tells you if you're thinking of selling in 3 months, to do report 1. If you're thinking of selling in 6 months or more, do report 2. So when we get the information, we'll know what report to send you. And then at that point, we could put you on our 12-step program if you're looking to sell in the next 3 to 6 months. If you're not, you just state that you're not thinking of selling maybe the next year or 2, or whatever you're thinking of, let us know, so we're able to work with you accordingly, because we don't want to bombard you with stuff that you don't need. If you're thinking of selling in a year, we don't want you to go through a 3-month process, because you won't be ready to sell, right? So that's kind of how we do that. Now, we do come on every week on Thursdays at 7 p.m. For home sellers, and we invite you to share this with your friends if you think they could benefit from the information that we're sharing. And also, if you're watching through YouTube, just hit that notification button so you'll be notified each time we come on. And right before I end this video, I do want to say this. This year we have committed to help the foster care program. As you know, COVID came and destroyed a lot of different families, and the foster care program really got hit a lot because there's some foster parents that just couldn't facilitate anymore. There were foster children that was in homes that were affected by COVID, and they had to relocate them. And when they relocate them, they have to put them in quarantine, right? They can't just take them out of one home and put them in the next home, because the first home, they may have been exposed to COVID. And this has put tremendous pressure on the foster care program. So we as a company has decided that we're going to give 3% back to every closing that we have for this year, right? So for this whole entire year, every time we have a closing, when you do business with us or you refer us someone that does business with us, we're going to give back 3% to the foster care program. I'm working with 2 different foster care facilitators, and I told them that we would definitely work with them. One of the things we want to do too is to get new clothing for these children, new toys, bicycles, things that we take for granted that these kids don't have. Or sometimes these kids, they when they get them, they're so used and worn out because they've been passed on from so many people. So our goal is to help these foster children to have new stuff, and also to facilitate stuff like Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, stuff that they don't normally get. Maybe have them go to the theme parks, stuff they don't typically get to do. We want to be there for them, and we're working with these 2 groups. So be assured that if you were to do business with us, or if you refer someone that does business with us, 3% of that closing is going to go towards our foster care system. And I have made a commitment to donate $20,000 this year. That's our commitment. So help us reach that goal, guys, by doing business with us or referring business to us, whether you're a buyer or a seller, and let us help our foster care system, because they need the help the most. One of the other things that we're focusing on also is children that age out of the system. And if you know anything about foster care, once you get to 18 years old, on your 18th birthday, you're aged out of the system, and that's it. You have to leave your foster home. So some of these kids have nowhere to go, and they end up homeless, or they end up moving from shelter to shelter. And sometimes the foster parent will let them stay there, but not for too long. So there's definitely a gap, a big gap when these kids age out of the system. So our goal is also to help the children who are aging out of the system as well. So we invite you to do business with us, and you know that we will be, if you want any information on the two groups that we're helping, we will definitely email or send it to you if you want that information before you do business with us. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. Again, Central Florida Real Estate.info is a great website to start off at if you're thinking of selling your home. We have a wealth of information for sellers. And if you want to start our 12-step program because you're thinking of selling in the next 3 to 6 months, you could call at 866-935-1783, extension 2300. It's a 24-hour pre-recorded line. So if you come online, nobody will be talking to you. If you call the 800 number, no one will be talking to you. So you could be all incognito, right? Like the Google incognito page. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate your time today, and we will be back next week to share even more information. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you and your time.